Hey everyone. Okay, so this is going to be a video that I had actually originally filmed a version before, but I wasn't happy with it. And then Modern Frontiersman actually ended up putting up a video just about this just the other day. But in tandem with his video, and go check his out, I'm going to link it in the description. We're going to talk about point shooting with your rifle in close quarters type, in CQB applications, and in short intermediate ranges, like out in the woods and things like that. So with rifle point shooting, really the max effective range is somewhere between 15 and 20 yards for it, using no optics, no iron sights or anything, using your natural body mechanics and your natural point of aim to engage a target and get rounds on target kind of thing. Now, with CQB discussion, there's a lot of it out there, but it's a very practical application when it comes to stateside here in the United States. Based on multiple different national statistics, much like the UCR, Uniform Crime Reporting, similar to that, but a bunch of other compiled statistics and things like that, the average here in the U.S., urban environments and things like that, the average gunfight, whether it's pistol or rifle, the average gunfight is between 6 and 20 feet. Extremely close ranges, okay? So this is where, if you have a rifle, point shooting comes in very handy as a skill to have. I've talked about the quick acquisition dot on the backplate of striker fire pistols for point shooting, essentially, a modified point shoot. With rifle, it's really no different. With a rifle, and Modern Frontiersman talked about this a little bit, and we did this overseas a lot. All of the time you're looking over your optic, okay? And you're using natural point of aim to make a bunch of holes in the bad guy. Whether you're zipping them up, putting rounds up the body, kind of from low to high, much like with the low ready standard for Marines, Army, frontline troops, infantry, and stuff like that, and also some police application. Another technique, and we use this in contracting, special operations uses this as well, and this is where some of the ideas with offset red dot sights, canted 45-degree offset red dot sights, red dots come into play as well and stuff like that, but it applies for modified point shooting as well, using the natural line of your forend and your barrel alignment, canting the rifle and utilizing that so you keep a broad field of view of your sector when you're coming in, clearing a room, or outside on the street. Shorter ranges, again, shorter ranges in the woods and things like that, and you have to quickly as possible, engage and stop a target or a threat and getting rounds on target. It is one of the quickest ways to do it. So whether you're high port or modified low port, low ready, whatever it is, the principle's the same. You're getting out there and you're using your natural point shooting, point of aim, your natural point shooting and body mechanics, and just getting out there and getting rounds on target and getting the job done. It's a lot quicker than having to go in and focus through your optic and even through red dot sights, taking those milliseconds of time when the bad guy's going to be fucking shooting at you, pointing a weapon at you, whatever it is. Myriad of different situations, but it's as quick as possible. You know, hey, stop, bang, 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 and you're in. You're getting rounds on target, and you're going to keep shooting until the threat goes down. You're not just going to put one round on them, unless you get lucky with a headshot and the threat drops, and then you can clear and secure everything and all that stuff. But when you're doing it, you know, bang, 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 that quick, bang, 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 that quick. And then with clearing a room, you're going to continue scanning and clearing your room, moving through your apartment, your building, or whatever. That's what the demonstration right there at the beginning of the video was. and you're going to get the job done, and you're going to fight to come out alive. Now, along with these shooting statistics, 6 to 20 feet is the average distance for a shooting here in the United States, or a defensive shoot or an offensive shoot, whatever it is. Apart from that, urban combat, and this is a lot of the experience that I and a lot of other guys have, especially being in Iraq and working in other urban areas, Mexico City, Bogota, Colombia, where I've been, in major domestic U.S. cities, whether it's Atlanta, Chicago, whatever it is. It doesn't matter where you are. It applies. But the urban fight, urban warfare, CQB, is the most dangerous warfare that you can do. This is the most dangerous fighting you can do, full stop. So, utilizing those skills to be able to be faster, effective, and increase your survivability, that is huge. That is huge for you to be able to accomplish for yourself, to protect yourself, your team, your family, whatever it is. Again, just another skill in the toolbox that I would recommend that you should train on to hone, apart from all of the other great skills out there when it comes to rifle-based stuff. This isn't the only thing I talk about, but it's an extremely important topic, especially with the commonplace of just in your day-to-day and living, going, running errands, all that stuff. So it's extremely useful, and it is extremely important to hone in on. So you don't want to... Marksmanship and fundamentals is great, and you need to train on those. You need to train on distance shooting, and I love my RCOs, my rifle combat optics. I'm always training with that stuff. But when it comes to split second, extremely close range shooting, you need to mitigate that by being faster. So do not try necessarily, it depends on the situation, everything's BTC and situation dependent, but instead of taking the time, losing your full range of view, and taking the time to utilize an optic to engage a target that's 6 to 20 feet or up to 15 yards away, you're just there. Bang, 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 bang. Make sure you're practicing your safety manipulation as well, so you're quick on it, okay? So again, bang, 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 bang. Using that natural sight alignment of the forend in the barrel and your natural body mechanics to do modified point shooting with your rifle. You can do it from the hip too, as far as point shooting goes. If you're able to get out and train safely, training both of those manners, firing from the hip with it tucked in, point shooting, as much as getting into the pocket of your shoulder, doing a canted, modified point shoot with your rifle, you train on those just as much as you train on everything else. But again, everything's situation dependent, but again, it's just another skill to have that you can train on and hone to help yourself survive and be faster on the gun and get the job done to defend yourself and others. So that's the video here. So I hope everyone had good holidays and stuff, and more of this stuff coming soon. If you have questions, leave a comment. I will answer them. If there's something else you want to see, leave a comment. I'll take it into consideration. Or if I can do it, I'll do it. But it's just that kind of stuff, okay? So, metal up, out.